once in a while, you might need to tune up your brake. We're going to install this tune-up kit on our Pro 19 brake. What's included in the kit is our instructions, an adjustment T-handled Allen wrench, the vinyl strip for the moving hinge, and the power links, all the keepers, bolts, and pins. The very first procedure we're going to do is replace the power link right here between the two pivot arms. There are two pins that we're going to focus on right now. First one is on the top of the locking handle, and it holds the locking handle to the casting. The lower pin holds the pivot link to the locking handle. One of the tricks I've learned is using a small Allen wrench to remove the rubber keeper. Unlocking the brake, taking the tension off of it, we can now push those pins The next step is to remove the bolt on the bottom of the power link, which goes through the pivot arms, using a 7/16 wrench and the Allen wrench that comes with the tune-up kit. Removing the pins, bolts, and power links from all 5 locations, you can then push the pins out the end of the locking arm. The next step is to assemble the power link out of the tune-up kit. The threaded adjustment pin gets put in the base, which is an opposing thread from the top. The top gets threaded on. You might want to use the wrench to hold the thread in the base, since they are opposing threads. Tighten it all the way till you can't tighten it anymore, and there's an assembled power link. The next procedure is to reinstall the replacement power link. Being careful to install the power link in the correct direction with the canted top block towards the back of the brake. Okay. We're going to insert the bolt through the pivot arms. Taking our Allen wrench and our 7/16 bolt, and our 7/16 wrench, and we're going to snug this up. We don't have to squeeze the pivot arms tight because it is a nylon self-locking nut. Just snug. Our next step is to reinstall the replacement pins and replacement keepers in the locking handle. Lining up the hole on the top of the power link with the pin through the locking handle. Bring that pin through that entire assembly. Final step in this procedure is to put the rubber keepers on the bottom. The last step in the tune-up kit process is to replace the rubber strip on the moving hinge. Grabbing it with a pliers, it's always helpful to give it a little bit of lubricant just to get it to slide easier. All you need is lubricant for the first few inches. and it should carry its way all the way through. Finding the slot on the moving hinge, the rubber strip comes longer than you need. You might want to wait a day or two before cutting it to length because you've stretched that rubber and it needs to relax. And if you cut it off early, it's going to end up being short.